Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the BYU Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Arizona's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. He's open on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Wants to throw it. Throwing right. He's got it. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Arizona has it in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for the score. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So BYU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's
turning it on, caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Caught behind the line. It's Bryant. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here's the handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Anderson will throw. Unloads to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he...
There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Quarterback making checks. Handoff from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off play action. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Anderson wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first point of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grab behind the line. It's Bryant. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cougar! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. It just turns it on. Going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
That's the first and last time you're going to win.
Successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. this offense, if they can
You
create
barely
run,
won. What you
passing
mean?
talent,
You
they'll
barely
win.
won. You barely won.
After the 3-yard
Off
pickup, they come to the line second
on
and
that
7.
last goddamn, I'm like, really?
Run play action.
That
Throws to the
motherfucker been
left.
trying to, that big motherfucker
And
would
it's
tell play 3
incomplete.
goddamn times in a row. I
In the
still can't stop
backfield,
that
let's see
shit.
who the call's on.
That's, then you gonna want to talk about good game. I always want to say, man, fuck you. I say, no,
They
what?
say you could call holding on every play. Well, they
I
did
know.
on that one.
I said, say, man.
They're about to run a dirty
I'm like, man, wipe
half-dozen
my
plays
boy.
on this
Wipe
drive.
my. That's my Broncos brother, so I ain't gonna be vulgar to him. Good game, bro. That's my Bronco brother, man. I ain't gonna be vulgar like
And a
that,
good
man.
job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
'Cause that was a good ass
Third
game,
play of the
though.
drive coming
Real.
up, and a long way to go on third down. Anderson wants to throw. Smacks it with the stiff arm. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
It's a karma like a motherfucker.
Back up in the shadow of the wing goalpost have put quite a drive together. They'll see if they can find some
Yeah.
running room on the right here.
Your mood.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read
Right.
very easy, very clean.
It's when
Your
that
job as a
bullshit.
defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the pass
Me
is
too. I can play Gavin tough.
loose by the hit.
Dog. Yeah, that be pissing me off. I'm like, I'm doing the same thing he doing, but why his team leaning more?
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks.
You're right. I really can't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this motherfucker here, dog.
The official says no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Cougars now with a long way to go.
Yeah,
to
once
pick
he
up
get
the first
going,
down.
it's hard.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fakes to grab. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big
Right.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's the grab.
Fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Cougars trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down.
I'm telling you, BYU, this motherfucker here, the running back is bouncing off the fucking tackles.
Touchdown, BYU!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Right.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Behind the chains now on second and long. Anderson will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down.
Thank you.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker.
Looking for a huge play. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
I don't know what they be doing.
Let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys.
Turning it on! And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wow.
Finding an escape route. And the
Fucking cut this computer just did, bro. I hate playing the fucking computer now.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Complete to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it
Like
down
the
to
players
the 21.
just start acting dumb.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot.
People bouncing off the tackles and shit.
Minimal
Like,
gain
no
there,
fucking
still
way.
a bit short of the first down.
Why my people can't do that?
Find a tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Working the middle.
Quickly pass the ball and shoot accurately. When you pass the ball quickly, like,
The defense is backed up against the wall. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And this one will
they
be
easily
stopped for
getting
no
off
gain.
tackles.
Well,
They're
this guy's
getting
been
off
an animal all
blocks.
game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
He's got it on the move. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Anderson wants to throw. Pulls it in. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense.
How the fuck we missed this throw?
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Rolling right and going deep.
Of course, they're making me throw this shit bad. Of course. Of course. Of course. Like, come,
Take a break to let him be checked out.
like, come on. For no reason.
On the ground, it's Bryant. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just no
Right.
way to run,
Like, you
not a
just
lot of
be,
wiggle room
it'd be
for the ball
bullshit.
carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can.
There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense makes a stop
So
with the
annoying.
chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line.
Like, how he hold on to that fucking catch, dog? But let that be my person. We dropping this shit. Like, come on, man.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying play action. Touchdown, BYU.
Of course.
Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this connection is on.
Let me do the
fire
same
to
exact
start the
thing. Y'all make
season.
my people throw it bad.
Not 2, 3 games in a row. He's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabs it.
Oh, now we make the fucking pass, man.
Touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes the handoff. It's Bryant. Got enough for the first.
Bro, how you gonna see the running back get the fucking ball? How the fuck y'all move out the way?
Out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the tailback. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20.
But right here.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play, trying to get
This shit funny.
defense. And they can't make the connection going
That
for a
commercial
big
funny.
play on
At first I didn't catch on what they were saying. So that dude saying
Bud
Bud Light here.
It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and
breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
Right,
Stopped
block
at
him.
44, but he got 10 on the play.
You
This
block him,
defense
we
has really done a good job
we
containing the
good.
superstar
We
quarterback.
50. We good 50
But now it's a
yards.
big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hand.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Arizona in a hurry.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Anderson will throw. Touchdown, Arizona! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. And nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And for a quick update,
let's get a stop. Come on. We scored in 2 minutes. Let's get a stop. Damn it.
This interesting matchup as well.
So we can go tie this bitch up.
They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but
come on, give us a fumble.
That, we still have a very close game.
Ooh.
They're up by 4 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the single back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's...
Bro, how y'all not running with him? Bro, y'all let this dude run across the middle wide the fuck open. What the fuck?
This BYU offense set up with another 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. The give and tick,
Bro, this nigga sput right at this tackle.
Down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just
They amazingly get blocked and shit.
It's so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off.
How does this quarterback get all their time in the fucking pocket? I get fucking blitzed. Man, no. Oh, they getting up blocks to come get me. Man, go on with that bullshit, dog.
The offense coming out to bear down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout.
Of course, he throws a pick. Of course I threw a pick, man. The man wasn't even covered like that, dog.
And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougar.
Bro, the running back has 267 fucking rushing yards.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited.
On
As
less
a
than
fan
10
base,
carries.
You're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great
Now,
sign for
near
this
holding
squad.
call being
They got it
called.
rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. The sure hands, it's Ferguson. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Arizona comes out with another first down. Anderson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Ford.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Arizona right back to the line. He'll set up to throw. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Touchdown, Arizona. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll make the stop, but that first down
Defense just letting these motherfuckers just open like a Red Sea. Yeah, go ahead, open your asses up, dog. I'm talking about slant inside, we still have an open pocket. Maybe open hole. Like, come on, dog. Hey, playing the goddamn computer.